Hey, welcome back to Time with Heather. So, this is a photo of my blue heeler dog, Tess. The reason why I'm showing you is because for a homeschooling project, I have made a game about Tess. I'm really proud of her. I've trained her ever since she's been a pup. She's, I've taught her 36 tricks, um, when one of our homeschooling projects for this year was to make a game, I right away wanted to make a game about Tess. So, here's a video of her doing one of her tricks of opening up the fridge. There. So, she does other tricks as well. Here, I'll show you the game about Tess here. And I'll show you some of the sprites too. So I'm going to go to prototype 32. I've made a lot of prototypes because when you are coding, you sometimes accidentally end up deleting your prototype, like your version, and so when you have more than one, you have a backup which you can rely on, and you only have to build it up a little bit. So there are two run sprites, which are the images. For her to have her legs across and together. There are 3 jump sprites, up, down, and across, and 1 stand sprite. Now, you don't have to make like 1 sprite for facing right and 1 sprite for facing left. In actual code, you can just make it so that the code flips the image around so that it's the exact same image, it's just turned the other way, so that when you go left, it looks like she's going left. So same image is just flipped around. So here I will show you the sprites. A second here. I've made also multiple copies of sprites again, in case one gets deleted, you always have a spare to be backed up on. And then that way you can edit it up to where you need. So here we go. Okay, now this is the standing still sprite. Took me probably about 4 to 5 hours to make, because when you're coding, like making the sprites, you have to first get an idea of what you want to make, and then you have to adjust it until you think it's about just right. I've made different versions of it, and this one was the one that I was finally happy with. I'm not changing that one, so I've made different versions of her running across, and each time you can just edit it just a little bit until you're happy with it. And that's what I did here, because here I thought her head was too high, right here. And here so then I lowered the head, made it look better. And then here you can see here's the jump up, here's the jumping across, and here's the down sprite. So when I'm building sprites, I also used a lot of shapes. Like I used circles and ovals for the hips, rump, shoulders, shoulder blades, so on and so forth. And here is my grass, which is the ground that she walks on. So the first one I made was way too small. I didn't like it at all. It was just, I wasn't happy with it, so I upgraded to these 3. I didn't like those either, so then I went on to this one, and then on to this one. So then each time I changed them up, trying to make them better. And then I made this one, and I was really happy with this. I'm really happy with this one, and I'm not changing that one. And I've got my grass. So, and over here we have walking sprites, so that she doesn't always gallop. I'm gonna have it so at the end of the level, then she walks into her doghouse. Instead of running into the doghouse, she slows down and goes to walk into the doghouse at the end of the level. Or when there's a bit of a storyline, she can walk over to another character, and so on and so forth. So the actual goal of my game is that I want to have it so that she has to jump over obstacles because she's being chased by a cat or something, because she's scared of cats. I know it's funny, but she is scared of cats. So I decided that I'd have it so that in different levels I'm gonna have it so that she's going to be chased by different characters. Like in the first one, I want her to be chased by a cat in a barnyard or something, and then she gets in she walks into the human's house, and then she sees a big steak on the table or something like that, and then she picks up the steak, and then the human starts chasing her with a fly swatter and a leash or something, and then she gets outside, and then a wolf sees her with the steak, and then starts chasing her for the steak until she finally gets to her doghouse at the very end, and something along those lines. So, and yeah, there you have it. And if you have any questions about homeschooling or about coding, feel free to ask in the comments below, and we will get back to you as soon as we can. And see you in the next video.